problem, children. The question is ABCD is a rhombus and P, Q, R and S are the midpoints of the sides AB, BC, CD and DA respectively. Show that the quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle. The second question is very much similar to that of the first question, children. Half of the problem here what we are solving in second question is obviously the first problem. So but can't help, all the stories has to be written, so I have written. I will explain it to you simply. Now ABCD is a rectangle. That same thing as we explained in the previous problem. So P, Q, R and S are the midpoints of the sides AB, BC, CD and DA of the quadrilateral. In turn we got one more new quadrilateral inside PQRS. And AC was the diagonal which we drawn there, which is dividing the quadrilateral into two triangles, isn't it, children? But in this problem we are considering the two diagonals, that is both the diagonals AC and BD as well. And now they are asking us to prove, and they are telling here ABCD is a rhombus. So rhombus and kudle idu enen properties anta nimge gottirbeku. All the sides are equal and also the diagonals bisect perpendicularly anta you should know, children. Immediately it should come to your mind. Now we need to prove that PQRS is a rectangle anta prove ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ABCD ಹೊರಗಡೆದು quadrilateral ಬಂದು it is a rhombus. In the previous problem, we proved PQRS is a parallelogram, children. But here they are asking us to prove PQRS is a rectangle provided ABCD is a rhombus here. So it is very simple. Obviously, we will do like as we solved the first problem until here. Okay, now first given data we will write ABCD is a rhombus, PQR and S are the midpoints of ABCD. Diagonals AC and BD are joined. Dotted lines you can see. We need to prove that PQRS is a rectangle. Then we need to show one of the angle is 90 degree. Alva. In any quadrilateral, if you prove one of the angle is 90 degree, then you can say that quadrilateral is a rectangle according to properties. So what we will do is, again, as I did in the previous problem, children, first triangle ADC consider madbittu. S and R are the midpoints of triangle ADC. Andre by midpoint theorem, SR is parallel to AC and SR is half of AC. By midpoint theorem we proved. Similarly, next E part half of the triangle togolana, that is in triangle ABC, same to previous one. P and Q are the midpoints of AB and AC. Andre PQ parallel to AC, PQ is half of AC. We will prove again by midpoint theorem. Andre therefore SR parallel to AC, PQ parallel to AC. Andre obviously PQ is parallel to SR. Andre therefore PQRS is a parallelogram. Till here it is first problem itself. Next, children, in order to prove it is right angle, what we shall do is we shall utilize the property what we know about the rhombus. That is AC in rhombus ABCD, AC and BD are the diagonals. We know from property of rhombus that the diagonals of a rhombus bisect perpendicularly. Andre it is making an angle 90 degree here. Diagonal intersection points na if we label as O, at O it is making an angle of 90 degree. By saying that we can prove any one of the angles, say P athwa say this P na athwa Q na yavadadru 90 degree anta prove madbodu, children. Once we prove one of the angle is 90 degree, obviously PQR is the rectangle anta heludu. That is what I have done here. We know that the diagonals of a rhombus bisect perpendicularly. Therefore at a point of intersection it forms 90 degree anta I have explained you. Hence we can say that PQRS is a parallelogram with one angle as 90 degree. So you can say angle P is 90 degree or Q is 90 degree. Hence PQRS is a rectangle. That's all, children. Problems are very easy if at all you knowing the concepts and theorems and how to apply antanu gottirbeku. Next we shall go to third problem. So next we shall solve the third problem, children. Here all the problems are interrelated. One if you solve it is very much similar. Look, in the third problem also you have the same figure ABCD, but here they have given the ABCD is a rectangle. Already they have given ABCD is a rectangle. PQRS are the midpoints of this the four sides of the rectangle. We need to prove that PQRS is a rhombus. So if you want to prove, obviously we know from the property of rhombus that if we prove all the four sides of a quadrilateral are equal, then it becomes a rhombus anta. So we need to prove PQ equals QR equals RS equals SP anta. That's all. If you do, you show that PQRS is a rhombus anta. But here also children, AC and BD are the two diagonals which is drawn here. So let us write the same story and apply midpoint theorem. But here in the previous two problems children, only diagonal. So if you have, I will draw here and show for you. ಈಗ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಡಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಡಯಾಗನಲ್ ಎ ಸಿ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಟೂ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ, ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಎ ಡಿ ಸಿ. ಅದೇ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಡಿಗೆ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ದ ಡಯಾಗನಲ್ ಬಿ ಡಿ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ಟೂ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿ ಡಿ ಸಿ and ABD. Totally 4 triangles we will consider here. Previously, if at all we to prove parallelogram anta prove ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, rectangle anta prove ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. That cases two sides were enough. Opposite sides equal ಅಥವಾ parallel anta prove ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ PQRS parallelogram anta easily we said. But here children, they are asking us to prove PQRS is a rectangle. For that all the four sides we need andre we should consider all the four triangles what we get by joining the two diagonals. AC in the two triangles bantu, BD in the two triangles bantu. Yavadu anta draw ಮಾಡಿ find out ಮಾಡಿ. Obviously it is given here, but separately you draw anta. So ABCD is a rectangle. PQR and S are the midpoints. Join the diagonals AC and BD. This everything you should explanation, so it should be written. It is the very much required. Now first triangle we will consider, which we get by joining the diagonal AC, that is triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, you draw and check how triangle ABC we got, which are the midpoints anta. Here I have directly written P and Q are the midpoints. Andre by midpoint theorem children, PQ is parallel to AC and PQ is half of AC, and we will prove from midpoint theorem. Reason in the bracket, call it as equation 1. Next consider the second triangle ADC, which we got from diagonal AC. So for triangle ACD, R and S are the midpoints. Andre SR is parallel to AC, SR is half of AC. We got, again call it as equation 2. Reason you state as midpoint theorem. So these are the two triangles which we got by diagonal AC. Now from the second diagonal BD, we are getting two more triangles children. First triangle is triangle ABD. For triangle ABD, if you check, S and P are the midpoints. Andre SP is parallel to BD, SP is half of BD. Again by midpoint theorem, call it as equation 3. Second triangle what we get by joining triangle diagonal BD is triangle BCD. Ali Q and R are the midpoints, and the QR is parallel to BD, QR is half of BD by midpoint theorem. Call it as equation 4. And children, the diagonals AC and BD which are drawn here are equal. Why? Because they have given ABCD is a rectangle. So the diagonals are equal in a rectangle. So AC is equal to BD agutte. Now from equations 1, 2, 3 and 4, what you get is PQ equals QR equals RS equals SA. Andre all the four sides are equal children. When we proved all the four sides are equal, obviously you can say PQRS is a rhombus. That's all. That is how we are proving here. It is very simple. Fourth question ali, it is a trapezium. We should solve it. Question is little different, but it is again on the same concept children. ABCD is the trapezium here, in which AB is parallel to CD. Obviously we know from property of trapezium that the opposite sides are parallel. BD is the diagonal drawn. E and F are the midpoints of the sides AD and BC of the trapezium. And if at all you draw a line segment passing through the midpoints, E and F is given children, and the diagonal is drawn through BD. What is the question is, a line is drawn through E parallel to AB intersecting BC at F. Intersecting BC at F, show that F is the midpoint of BC. For this side BC, we need to show F is the midpoint. Question is very simple. By reading the question children, what do you understand? Is it not related to midpoint theorem? Of course it is related. But which children? It is related to converse of the midpoint theorem. Till now, all the three problems what we solved was based on midpoint theorem. Andre midpoints for any triangle, if you keep the midpoint for any two sides and join with help of line segment, then that is parallel to the third side anta. What does the converse says? If one of the midpoint you keep for any of the side of the triangle, and from there if you draw a line segment which is parallel to other side, then that line segment will bisect the third side anta. Andre, in other words, we are proving this point is nothing but the midpoint of the third side, children. That is what we need to prove. F is midpoint of BC anta. Hope the question is clear to you. I will explain it to you faster. Let the line through the midpoint E, that is line EF, intersect BD at G. That labeling we are making for the convenience ashte. E diagonal BD matte line segment EF, children, where they are coinciding, no, we are labeling it as G. Any labeling you want, you do. Now, you know the diagonal drawn will divide the trapezium into two triangles. Underneath the big triangle what we have, we'll shade it for you if you want. Triangle ABD, what we got now, children, that triangle we are considering. This triangle. Triangle ABD nalli, E is the midpoint of AB and EF is parallel to AB. And EF intersects BD at G. That is, we have marked EF at G. Antandre, it is nothing but G is the midpoint. Now children, before going to point F, let us consider this midpoint of BD, which is G. E part of the trapezium you forget for now. What now you can see is triangle ABD, isn't it? E is one of the midpoint andre, G is one of the second midpoint, you know, according to midpoint theorem. So what we are proving is, children, iga idanna G anta label madkondra navu. If at all the converse of midpoint theorem, what it states, if at all you draw a line segment starting from midpoint of any one side of the triangle, that line segment is parallel to the second side, then that line segment will bisect the third side, which is side BD here, and that is nothing but the midpoint of that side. It is point G. That is what I have story written here. Therefore, G is the midpoint of BD. Reason you should give by converse of midpoint theorem. So obviously you can say now DC is parallel to AB. It is given to us. DC is parallel to AB, and similarly EF is also parallel to AB. Now, how? By converse of midpoint theorem. They had given us DC is parallel to AB in the problem. Now, since we proved G is the midpoint of BD, by midpoint theorem, children, this distance EG is parallel to AB. So, AB common irodrinda, you can equate DC is parallel to EF. That is what I have done. Next, consider triangle BDC. Yavadu andre each innondu triangle ideyalla, children, I will mark like this. Triangle BDC. That if you consider, now cover like this. Iga ee triangle BDC nalli F and G are the midpoints. Hangene illi ee midpoint tagondu G intersect madutte anta prove madidvi from converse of midpoint theorem. Now, in order to prove F is the midpoint, children, we will consider triangle BDC. Adralli, from point G is the midpoint of the side BD of the triangle. From G, if you draw a midpoint such that the line segment is parallel to the base of the second side of the triangle, then that line segment bisects the third side, and obviously F is the midpoint from converse of midpoint theorem. That is what I have proved here. In triangle BDC, GF is parallel to DC. And G is the midpoint of BD. We have proved. Therefore, F is the midpoint of BC. How? Again by converse of midpoint theorem. That's all, children. Problems are very easy. The only thing is you should know to apply the theorems practically here. That's all. Next we have 3 more problems. Fifth one, we shall solve it now. Fifth one is easy, children. I think you can solve in a parallelogram ABCD given there. E and F are the midpoints of E and F are the midpoints of side AB and CD respectively. Show that the line segment AF and EC bisect the diagonal BD. So P and Q, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, diagonal BD is bisecting at G. Same kind of problem. You try to solve it on your own, children. Sixth one, show that the line segment join the midpoint of opposite